With all the latest Baldur's Gate 3 news, Larian Studios confirmed a ton of new information and features. But there are a couple of features in the trailers that didn't get announced properly and were kinda secretly hidden there for players to find. So today in this video we're going to find these features and talk about them. And hey, if you like these kinds of videos and want to see more Baldur's Gate 3 content, don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so one of the first things in the new trailer is a requested feature that we're finally getting. And that is different body types. Many players wanted to look like the Druid daddy Halsin, but weren't able to in the character selection screen. But if we take a closer look at the PS5 reveal trailer, we can see here you can select from multiple body types. But this could also be that you select if you want a more feminine or more masculine body type, because you can also choose your own identity. But we know that in the trailers there are more muscular body types like Halsin has. So maybe you have 4 different body types, the normal feminine and masculine and the muscular feminine and masculine. It's a bit of speculation at this point, but we have seen the muscular body types pop up several times now in the trailers, so it's almost certain we'll get this feature for our own characters as well. And then one of the viewers from my latest video did point out they noticed a Dragonborn NPC in the trailer, exactly at this shot. And while it's still very unclear, I think they are right. But that's not the only new race that has been revealed, because over on the Steam page of Baldur's Gate 3 there's a new screenshot where we can see a orc or half-orc walking behind this spider-like drow called Drider. Now I don't think the Driders themselves are playable, since they are normally enemies, but we know that half-orcs should be playable since they are in the basic rules of D&D. And well, we can clearly see the model of one already here. So while technically it's not 100% confirmed, I think it's very safe to assume they are playable since their models are already in the game. And besides, we can also see one standing here next to Kedrick in the trailer when he sits on his throne. We then see a new Druid form called Displacer Shape, and if we take a look at the UI, we see different wild shape icons at the bottom of the screen, but also see this character called Lenora casting Displacer Shape on herself. And one of the coolest things Druid have is the ability to transform into multiple kinds of beasts. But now we also see them transform into a monstrosity. And I've heard many players hoping we could get more beast forms than in early access. And while I was almost certain we will get more, this is a safe confirmation that there's more coming in the full game. We also got to see a higher level cap in the bottom left corner of the screen. And we know that the level cap was going to be higher than 10, but also not 20. And this left many players to assume, including myself, it's somewhere between 12 and 14. But many players in my comments were also confused and thought that level 4 and now level 5 was the level cap of the full game or the level cap in the first act. But don't worry, that's not the case, because we can also see a level 6 character walking around in Grimforge. So you can go all out and gather as much XP as possible. And while it was not really much of a secret, it's worth pointing out as I still see many players confused by it. Afterwards we can see critical success and probably also critical failures are confirmed and visible outside of combat, as well as an unstable condition once Gale casts Fireball on these new creatures. Last but not least, it's about Baldur's Gate 3 releasing on Xbox, and Larian posted something on their Reddit about it. They said the following: Xbox players, we've seen your request about if and when you can expect Baldur's Gate 3 on Xbox. We've had an Xbox version of Baldur's Gate 3 in the works for some time, but we have run into some technical issues, particularly with split screen co-op. We are still working on an Xbox version of Baldur's Gate 3, but we're not confident enough to announce it. We don't like announcing anything until we're ready, because we don't want to get people hopes up until we're sure we can deliver. Then they follow up with: there's no platform exclusivity preventing us from releasing Baldur's Gate 3 on Xbox day and date. Should that be a technical possibility? If and when we do announce further platforms, we want to make sure each version lives up to our standards and expectations. Thank you for understanding. So in short, the Xbox version of Baldur's Gate 3 needs more time in the oven before it can be released. But it will be a very safe assumption it will be released eventually, but probably after the PC and PS5 release. And if we get news that it will release sooner, I will let you all know. But what are other things you wish to see in the final release of Baldur's Gate 3? Do let me know in the comments down below, because I do read them all. And hey, thank you for watching until the end of the video. Subscribe for more Baldur's Gate 3 content, and I will see you all next time.